Hello, good evening, Rose. Yeah, Dr. Rose, hopefully you have had a lovely day today. Good to see you.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Hi,
Hi, good
Rose.
evening.
Good
How
evening.
is
We can see you.
everyone? How is everyone
Yeah,
today?
pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I think my environment is noisy.
Now,
Sorry.
actually, not at all, because yeah, Zoom has the eviction to remove the noise. So no worries about it at all. We can hear nothing about the
Oh,
noise.
thank you so much because
Okay.
my neighbor's dog is barking.
No, we
Yes.
cannot hear it at all.
Okay. Wow. Nice. Thank you. All right. So, shall we start?
Yes, you please.
Okay. Wait, I will show the screen.
Yeah, we can see the screen very clearly.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, so is it clear now?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, so I hope everybody is doing fine today. This is a lovely day. A pleasant good evening to all venerables, especially to Venerable Benny. Thank you so
Mhm.
much. We have another chance to see each other and share our knowledge and understanding about the goodness of the teaching of Buddhism. All right, so the past lesson or the past topic that we discussed is about the three poison, and we discussed them one by one. We started with greedy or greed, and then ignorance, and then we shared some ways on how to fight or overcome these three ignorance, because basically these are the cause of suffering of the people, or the source of suffering. And then last time we talked about uh we dig deeper on the ignorance, and then we found out that the simple ways on how to fight ignorance is by one is by wisdom.
Yeah.
Because we know, yeah, that wisdom is very powerful in trying to improve ourselves, right?
Mm.
Wisdom is really powerful to improve ourselves, to be able to grow and share this wisdom or knowledge to others, to be able to help others. And then another way is by practicing ethics or ethical life. This is practicing ethical behavior, like practicing or living with the Eightfold Path, and then try to plant some karmic seeds of wisdom to awaken. And then finally, we share that meditation is also a way to overcome this ignorance, because meditation um, will help us to be more skillfully apply the antidotes to each of the three poison, like craving, or practice letting go in terms of anger, patience. Because meditation will really help us to on ourselves, focus on ourselves quietly until we will be able to discover what is within, just like just like the Buddha. Um, he he conducted several meditation until he was able to realize or, realize that meditation really helps in trying to discover the inner self and trying to understand, not only to discover, but to understand the inner self and the source or the purpose of our life. Because we know that we are living our life in this world not only for ourselves, right? We
Yeah.
are basically basically when we gain more wisdom, we learn, we understand that we are living for others also. That is our, or the aim or the goal of our life is not only to have a very good, or shall we say, comfortable life, but to help others to overcome also their sufferings, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will stop here. Do you have any question about the last knitting topics before I go now to the last of the three poison? Do you have any
Mm,
question or clarification?
not at
Okay.
all. Yes, thank you
No?
so much for your sharing. I really
Right.
love it and enjoy it.
Thank you. Okay, so I will stop this one for a while and then I'm gonna share the. Okay, so this one is, wait. Okay, so for tonight, we will going to explore on the third poison, which is anger. Okay, so going back, the three poison, which is the greed or the lust, aggression or anger, and then ignorance or delusion. The root causes of suffering and the obstacle to spiritual liberation. So, in other words, it's like these three poison are really dangerous in our life because these are the source or the root causes of suffering, or the cause of suffering of the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So that's why it is very important to understand them. We have to understand them also deeper so that we will be able to find ways on how to overcome them. Because if we just know them and without understanding, I mean, our understanding or knowledge about them is very small or very little, then we might have some difficulties in trying to find ways on how to overcome them. Just like when we are trying to observe or trying to know a person, if we know the person in a deeper level, then we will be able to manage our differences, isn't it? And then we'll be able to have a smooth and happy relation. So it's the same with the three poisons. We really have to know them. We consider them as negative, something negative. When we say negative, these are bad. These are not good for us and for others as well. But then sometimes these bad things or negative things, just like these three poisons, sometimes they have message wherein we need to know also what is the other side, aside from being negative. Do you think there is goodness in these three poison? Do you think there is
Yes.
goodness?
And so could you repeat that?
Do you think there is goodness in these three poison?
In
Because
this goodness, yeah, could
yes.
you give us the definition of
Okay.
goodness?
When we say goodness, we consider these three poisons are bad, right? Bad
Yeah.
because they are the causes. They are the cause of the suffering. Because when people are greed, sometimes they have bad behavior because they are selfish. You know, greedy. I want this. I want this. I want this. So this
Mm.
when people always considering themselves not instead of other people, so that is greed. Aggression, of course, is anger. Ignorance is not growing or not improving the self. So
Yeah.
these are poison. So most likely the first impression is that they are bad. They are
Yeah.
negative because
Negative.
yes, yes, they are negative. They don't do good to us or to other people or to other beings in this world. But then, as I have said, maybe some of them, they the other side maybe is also good. Maybe we will find out. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll find out.
Mm.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, um, you try to look at the photo on the right side, and then let's try to answer the question: what emotion depicts the photo? What do you think is the emotion? Is the is the is the facial expression is
Mm-mm.
happy or sad or lonely? What do you think?
I think it's very cool. Cool down.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Yeah, could be. What can you say about the hair?
The hair is just like, yeah, it's just stand up.
Stand out. Yes, yes, yes. Um, don't worry. We are just trying to give our impression, nothing formal on the question. I just want to ask about your impression on the picture or the photo, because sometimes we know that sometimes when we are looking at the same photo, we have a different perception. We have
Mhm.
different, yeah, we have different impression
Yes, yes,
because we have individual differences, and our impression is really depend on our background. Okay,
exactly. Our
yes,
experiences.
our experiences, our backgrounds, our exposure, our knowledge, etc. Okay,
Yes,
so
exactly.
whatever your answer is, that is correct. Okay. Yes, all
Mm.
right. So what about this one? This photo. Definitely,
Ah,
these are expression of anger. See, there are
the
different ways. Yes,
the first one, the background is green. I don't know.
this one,
None.
this one. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the first one, the background is green. I don't know. Maybe relax. I'm not sure.
Yes,
Eh,
yes, it's green. But
the
then,
middle one, yeah,
mm-hmm,
is anger, and the right upright one is anger, and the others are anger. Yeah, the first
okay.
one I don't know.
Um,
Maybe.
this green, actually, all of them are expression of anger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's an expression of anger. It's like there is a smoke coming from the ear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this
Ah,
is
I
smoke.
see.
Yes, smoke. It's like this person maybe is trying to control his emotion, trying to control himself. So the anger came out to the ears. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you so much for your explanation. Got it.
Yes. Um it's so amazing that when people are angry, they cannot deny, or we cannot deny, because it's always reflecting in the facial expression, right? From the face, starting from the eyes, the eyes cannot tell a lie. Whether the
Mm.
person is angry, when the person is sad, when the person is happy. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
some people believe, I don't know if this is the same in in what you
China?
believe in
Yeah,
China
yeah.
or in what you believe. We believe
Hmm.
that the soul is like the wind, the eyes is like the window of the soul.
Exactly. Yeah, we think so. I think so.
Mhm.
We also have
Um,
the same sayings. Yes.
all right. Okay. So in that case, we really have the similar. We really have similar or some culture. We have the same culture. Well, in the first place, we are all in the Asian territory, so no wonder that we have almost the same in some of the practices or belief, which is part of our culture. Yes, we strongly
Yes.
believe that the eyes is the window of the soul of the person.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why the eyes is very powerful because the eyes do not speak, but it's very sensitive. It expresses emotion, right? Okay. All right. So when we say anger, in the artwork that you see, this one, starting
Mm.
from when we started to talk about this tree poison, I keep on showing you a photo of these
Yes.
three
Yes.
three animals because I want you
Yeah.
to remember because
The
these
first
are
one is, the first one is
the rooster.
pig is ignorance,
Yes,
and the
y- the snake.
snake is anger.
Yes, and then
And
we
I
had,
don't know this one. I
yeah,
forgot, but I
we'll
guess it's just because of the greedy.
yes, yes. Okay. So anger in this artwork, anger is like a long thin snake ready to strike
Oh,
at the slightest provocation. In other words, the snake, it's like in a very, very simple provocation, simple trigger, the snake will bite. The snake will get angry. That's the characteristic from this explanation or from this description that it's like the snake is very sensitive. So the anger emotion is coming from the snake. It holds on
mm,
tight. It holds on tight to the tail of a rooster. This is the rooster. This
a
is,
rooster.
yes, rooster. Rooster is like a chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a male. It's the male chicken. So
Yes, yes.
yeah, so the snake holds on tight to the tail of a rooster, representing greed or passion, and then which in turn bites down on the tail of a pig, which is ignorance or delusion.
So the three connected.
Yes, they are very much connected. And if we will not be able to overcome these three poison, it's like a wheel that will just keeps on moving, passing on different paces. Okay, so let's describe what is anger. Anger is unskillful klesha or affliction. It is hot, reactive, and potentially decimating. So, in other words, anger is dangerous. Do you agree that anger is dangerous?
Yes, is the most dangerous in the world.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it's the most dangerous when people are angry and they are not, they don't know how to control or manage their anger. Control, it is very important to learn how to control and to manage anger so that,
Yeah.
yeah, because we know that anger is very destructive. It's very destructive. They can kill, or sometimes they can hurt, very, very hurt feeling. They can give a very hurtful feelings to other people.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 8th century Indian master Shantideva wrote in the Bodhisattva's Way of Life that thousands of eons of skillful deeds are destroyed in a single moment of anger. So when in this statement, it is just trying to say that anger is very dangerous because in a single moment of anger, it can destroy skillful deeds. So it's like um, if you have brother or sister and one of you gets very, very angry to the point that you tell each other that you cut your relation just because of
Yes.
that. It's so sad. It's so sad just because of that anger you
Mm-hmm.
will cut your relation with your brother or with your sister. See?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, yes. It's this is very serious because sometimes many family members of the family they are departing. They are departing. They are trying to forget each other just because of the anger. They are not realizing that they forgot that they put more importance on the anger than on their relation. You get that? When
Yeah.
people are focusing on this negative emotion, just like anger, just like delusion or aggression, it's like
Mm.
people are people really don't have the wisdom that they are focusing on this negative emotion rather than the relation that they have
Yeah.
to the person. So in terms of an intimate relation or in the relation of husband and wife, when one of them commit mistakes, it's like it's the end of the world. They decided to depart. They applied for a divorce. They are not realizing that they are just focusing on their negative emotion rather than on
Exactly.
their relation.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, so that's why sometimes I am telling my students that if the person is not very important, we're not supposed to pay more attention. I
Yeah.
mean I mean we have to pay attention on the kind of relation that we have to others rather than the negative feelings that we feel or rather than the negative feelings or emotion that they gave to you, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
It's very go ahead.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, we are occupied by the negative emotions, and yeah, it is very bad. The feeling is very bad. Actually, we are easy to get involved in that, yeah, emotion. Very easy.
Yes, yes. It's amazing that why people are sometimes they are not realizing that they are just focusing on their negative emotion. They forget everything about their good relation. That's the sad part. That's the sad part.
Ah,
Because
that's a
anger,
good question. Yes.
yeah,
And there is a suture said, yeah. Earth-57 suture says, yeah, and our quality is like this because we just remember the others, yeah, negative, yeah, negative, yes, negative relation to us and not to repair to the kindness. Yeah, so and even every moment, every wave, every wave is bad instead of yeah, repayment to others kindness, something like that.
yes. That's why it is very important to try to do our best to improve ourselves because just like me, I cannot share all these things that I am sharing with you if I did not improve myself. I will not have an idea on how to express this. Even if I will if I will just read the description, the definition, without my previous learning, without my previous reflection or analysis, I will not be able to give an example. I will not be able to express the meaning, or you will not be able to understand what I'm trying to tell you. That's why it is very
Mm,
important to exert effort to improve ourselves, to study more,
yes,
because
yes,
learning is a continuous process. There is
yes.
there is no age requirement in terms of learning, because many people they say that when you are old, it's very difficult to study. Yes, it's very difficult, but if you will just force, or shall we say encourage yourself, it's like this is this is what we call internal motivation in psychology. Internal motivation, because we have two kinds of motivation. We have the internal motivation and the external motivation. When we say internal motivation, the initiative will come from you. Nobody asks you to study. Nobody asks you to read. Nobody asks you to understand this. Nobody asks you to do this. Nobody asks you. It's your own. It's like in the book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, they call it proactive. Are you familiar with the book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People?
Behaviors of highly
It's a
effective
Western.
people.
Yes. Yes, it's a
Oh,
Western book.
no, no, sorry about that. Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Yes, yes. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just sharing with you. The first
Mm,
habit is very powerful, which is proactive, being proactive. It's like it tells about the internal motivation of people. Now, going back, what to do now with anger? Okay. We have to abandon. We have to avoid or extinguish it, preferably long before it has a chance to do its harm. So what do we mean? We need an intervention. We keep on saying intervention or prevention is better than cure. You agree?
yeah.
Yes. So prevention. In other words, we need to stop. We need to stop. We are not supposed to wait until this anger manifests in our action or with our action. We have to do something before we harm,
Yeah, to stop
before,
it. Yeah, take
yes,
different.
before we hurt others. Sometimes, even if it is just a word, but if it is very powerful, it's it's like we are it's like we are stabbing people when we talk, when we say bad things about them, when we say bad words about them.
Yeah, we have the similar sayings as well. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
it's so powerful to hurt others.
Yes, words are very powerful, right? Yes.
Yes.
So in order to overcome, or in trying to fight with this anger, we need to avoid, we need to abandon, and we need to extinguish it. Okay. So anger is also described as like hatred. Hatred. When you feel angry, you don't you don't like a particular person. Maybe that person offended you. Maybe that person did something wrong to you. That's why you hate that person. You hate the situation. But sometimes it is not the person, it is the action of the person. You get that?
Yeah, easy. And
Yeah.
sometimes maybe I think it's very strange. Sometimes that the hatred is from not only that person's action or speech or words or something like that, but yeah, the hatred arises when we see him or her. Don't know
Yeah.
why.
It's not actually the person. it's the action, or it's the word of the person, or it's the
Oh,
attitude of the person that makes us angry. This is
yeah.
not very clear to all people.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, this is not very clear to all people because the the practical way or the usual way when we are angry with a person, it's like we are angry to the person. But when we realize we are not angry to the person, it's about their action. It's about their bad action. It's about their bad words. It's about
Mm.
their bad attitude, right?
Yes. Yes. Exactly. And
Okay.
even their habits. I don't
Yes.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Trigger.
That's right.
Trigger.
Correct. Yes, thank you. Oh, it seems that you know this topic. Thank you so much, Eileen. Okay.
Mm.
Another one is aversion. Aversion is like when people are becoming physical, using physical contact in trying to express their anger,
Mm-hmm.
and then become destructive. Destructive, it's not only physical to the person. When we say destructive, it's like when they express their anger, it's like looting. You know what is looting? Looting.
Looting.
They
Yes.
are destroying things. They're destroying things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then devastating, and compasses.
Devastating.
Yes,
Yes.
it's devastating. It's really dangerous. So it encompasses a range of negative emotion, including ill will and resentment. Ill will. So
You
it is
will. Yeah.
ill will. Ill will. It's not good. It's very bad. It's not proper. And then resentment, keeping it. It's like
Mm.
the the ang the anger will stay in the hearts of that person. So because we feel we must satisfy and protect ourselves at all costs, it leads to harmful actions, conflict, and perpetuation of negative cycle. So when people are angry, what will be the consequence? They will also get angry, right?
Yeah.
When you are angry to the person, then they will also express their anger to you, just like when someone is expressing anger to you, and you don't know what is the reason why that person is getting or gets angry to you, then definitely natural reaction, you will get angry as well because you don't know the reason. Okay, so in the article, there is an article that um that tells about the on how to detox the mind. These are 5 practices to purify the 3 poison. There were 5 Buddhist teachers share practices to clear away the poisons that cause suffering and obscure your natural enlightenment. These are the name of the Buddhist teachers. Okay, so
Um,
I'll just share you this article. Okay. Now, what they are trying to tell us, what they are trying to tell is, in order to overcome, in order to fight the anger or aggression of people, first of all, we need to understand what is right and wrong. Okay? We need to
mhm.
understand what is right and wrong. Remember the example that I gave you last time about about Maya Angelou, when the student asked
Yeah.
her what is how do we know the right, or how do we know the good and the bad? And the teacher Maya Angelou responded, if you know what is right, just do what is right. If you know, that's the thing. If you know what is right. Sometimes we know what is right, but for others it's not right. You get that?
Yes.
Yes. See? And then, so in that case, what is the problem? There is really a there is really a problem because it has something to do with our knowledge, with our learnings in the past regarding right and wrong. And it has something to do also with what we see, what we saw when we were young, just like when children are trying when children are growing up, just like us when we were young, we are looking at our parents as model of almost everything. So it's like we are looking on what they are doing, and then they are telling us, okay, son or daughter, don't do this because this is not good, this is wrong. Don't do this, or this is what you're supposed to do. You have to do this, you have to do that because these are right, these are good. But then it is not enough to tell them that this is right and this is wrong. We need to show them because children are observing the adults, or they are observing their parents' actions to be able to learn what is really right and what is really wrong. So that's why different families, they have different values, different culture, because we have different culture because of the differences in culture. But in the universal law, I believe we have the same knowledge, or we have the same understanding about what is right and wrong. Just like for Christian or Catholic like me, um it is not right to kill. I mean, it's a sin to kill. For Buddhists and for other beliefs, it is also not right to kill. We're not supposed to harm.
Yes.
Yes. Right. Thank you. Okay. All right. So how to overcome in the article, or in the previous slide that I showed you, the the different Buddhist teachers, they came up with the three way or path to lessen suffering, to overcome the three poison. This is by wisdom, compassion, and ethical living. Okay, so are we clear with wisdom, compassion, and ethical living? Do I need to elaborate on this?
We'd like you. Yeah, please
Oh,
elaborate on it in
okay, okay.
details.
All right. So wisdom is like knowledge, but wisdom is deeper than knowledge. Learnings, it's like first when we study, when we try to improve ourselves because we want to grow more, we go to school to learn. And in the school, we are trained on how to improve the processing of our mind. And this is by improving our critical thinking. That's why we say that as we grow and mature, we gain more wisdom. We gain more wisdom, not only learning, not only knowledge. It is more on the wisdom, because wisdom is higher than learning or understanding. It is deeper. And mostly, wisdom are lessons we learned in our life. Lessons we learned in life. That's why it
Yeah.
is, yeah. That's why sometimes, sometimes it is important also to talk to some people who are more matured. Shall we say, we cannot say who are older, much older than us, because there are older people, but they did not improve themselves. So
Yeah.
not all older people our source of wisdom because
No,
of their
I
experiences. But
cannot.
then, yes,
Yeah,
yeah, it's different because as we grow, we study, we learn, and we experience difficulties in life. The more difficulties that we experience, the more wisdom we gain. Do you believe in that?
the
The more
more difficulty
challenges,
we
yes,
experience, the more wisdom give.
the
Yeah,
more,
I
yeah,
think. Yeah, I think so.
yes. Sometimes the natural reaction of people is that sometimes we are questioning our life. Of all people, it's like I have more suffering. I have more problems. I have more difficulties than others. Well, in fact, we have to be happy. We have to be happy because we have to learn because all these difficulties, all these sufferings have message, have lessons in life. We need to
Yes,
experience them in order to teach the other people. Maybe to teach your children. If we will not have these difficulties, we will not force ourselves to find ways on how to solve our problem. We will not be able to awaken our creativity because when we experience many difficulties in life, we are forcing ourselves as well on how to overcome them. It's like we are forcing ourselves on how to resolve our problem so that life will become smooth. Now, keeping all these challenges, remembering all these challenges, and the way on how you were able to resolve these challenges, these are life lessons. And we are teaching them. We can teach them to other people. We can teach them to our children so that they will not suffer the same suffering that we experience. Right? Because our purpose as we grow old, our purpose is to lessen the suffering of people because we cannot do anything about our past suffering. That's already past. We cannot bring them back. We're just so glad that we were able to overcome them. And yeah, we're talking about wisdom because we're saying that what we are trying to tell, what we are trying to say here is that life lessons, important life lessons, are usually the source of wisdom because learning is not always in the classroom. Learning is not
no,
always from books.
no,
Yes, it is also from personal, true to life experience of people. So that is
yeah,
wisdom. Yes. And
yes,
then,
yes.
yeah, I'm very sure you know what is compassion. Compassion.
Mm, compassion.
Okay.
Yes, maybe, yeah. I would like to listen to your opinion. Yeah,
Okay.
exploration
hmm When we
this
say
compassion.
yes, compassion is like when we say compassion, it's always followed by loving kindness. When I studied
Mm,
Buddhism, these are the values that I learned first: compassion, loving kindness, and equanimity. It's like they go together. Compassion is like you feel the suffering of other people, or you feel the suffering, the difficulties, the challenges of the other person or the other sentient beings, because we are not only living, or we are not only interacting with people, we are also interacting or living with other sentient beings. Like, for instance, there are some people who are taking care of their pets, animal pets. Sometimes they consider them as their babies. So they are taking a very, very good care of these pets. So it's compassion. when we see when we see other people with a sad face, with a sad face, we feel that there is something wrong. Or when when a member of the family die, let's say our friend or other person's family members die, as you look at them, they feel very sad. You do you think can you feel the sadness that they feel? Can you feel the sadness?
Yeah, I don't think it not completely, but can feel the emotion. Not so
Yeah,
deep. Yeah, not
yeah.
so deep, not
Mm.
as deep as their
As there,
experience.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then we can feel, right?
yeah,
We
we
can
can
feel.
feel.
Yeah, at the moment we cannot express happiness because we can also feel we know how does it feel how to lose a family member, how to lose how to lose maybe a mother, a father, a brother, or a sister, or a best friend, a very important person in our life. We know the feeling. So that is compassion. We don't
Um,
have to tell. Yes, go ahead.
yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah. So maybe others can also share if you can, or don't worry.
Mm,
We are just sharing here.
yeah, and so compassion, and so in the here, compassion means sympathy,
Yes,
sympathy,
sympathy. Yes,
sympathy,
the other
sympathy.
way. Mhm.
Yeah,
The
thank
other
you.
way to describe this is also sympathy, because
Okay.
you can feel the emotion. You can feel the emotion of others, although the degree of pain, the degree of emotion is not the same with the person who lost a family member, but more or less you can feel. You will have also similar emotion, but then the degree is not very high. Okay, so that is compassion or sympathy. The other way is by ethical living. Ethical living is like um it's like the other way. It's like goodness. It's like how to do things in a proper way. So it's like when you are working, you are very sincere in your in what you're doing because you are practicing ethical living. You are an ethical person. There is respect, there is understanding, there is honesty, and there is integrity. So all of these are, or all of those words can be associated with ethical living. So it's like,
Yes.
for example, if you are a businessman, okay, if you are a businessman and you are producing food or you are processing food, because you are practicing ethical living, you are not putting harmful chemicals to the food that you
Mm,
produce, right?
yeah.
Because, yes, because you care about the other people who will buy your products.
Product.
So,
Mm.
yeah, because you're practicing ethical living. So, if even if you want to earn more profit, you want more profit, but you are considering the consequences or the danger in the health of people if you put more chemicals, because we know that chemicals that will make the food more tastier, right?
Mm.
Mhm. The food will become more delicious. So people will crave more on the food or your products. But if if you put more chemicals that will be harmful to the health of these people, then you're not practicing ethical living. Are we good?
Yes. Yes, yes. And also for the if we I always say some such as the care products such as and let me check it. Yeah, the skincare products and maybe we promote that not to use the animal to do the not to kill the animal to do the test. Yes, such as this. I just learned it. Yes, a little. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Okay. So that is ethical living.
Yeah.
Another very simple, very, very simple example is dynamite fishing. You know,
And sorry.
dynamite
And
fishing,
oh yes,
dynamite
yes.
fishing.
Dynamite fish
Uh,
is so
yeah.
greedy.
Dynamite is like, yes, because they will get more fish, right? Oh, that's very, it's very dangerous because no killing. We're not supposed to
Mm,
kill.
mm,
So if that person is practicing dynamite fishing as a kind of job, then that person is not practicing the ethical living.
maybe. Yes, yeah, so crazy. Okay.
Yeah, in ethical living is also a very good example in some government officials.
Yes,
if
exactly.
they are not if they are not so honest um with their job. Okay, I know you understand that. If they are not very
So
honest, yes,
sorry.
I mean, I know you understand that when I say practicing the government officials, because in my country, I'm just telling, in my country, some government officials are not practicing ethical living.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah.
they are involved in many cases of graft and corruption.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it's really hard to judge them and
yes, yes,
complicate it. Yeah,
yes.
we know
It's
it.
very
Thank you so
complicated.
much.
Yes. Okay. So Buddhism teaches that emotions are empty and independent existence. They have no substance. Okay. So they're like wisp or fog. That's why I use this photo, fog, because this is like a fog. The head is a fog. So when we say that my brain is foggy, it's like it's like you don't understand. It's not clear. I mean, you learn it, but it's not clear. So it's foggy. They have no substance. They're like wisps of fog, fragile bubbles, fleeting thoughts. It's not actually anger that's destructive, but the actions that follow that initial emotional burst. So that's why it is very important that before we get angry, we have to clarify. Okay, before we get
Yeah.
angry, before we express our anger, before we say bad words, before we say we hurt other people because we heard something bad, we have to clarify first. Do not allow your mind to be foggy. Foggy, it's not clear. You have to clarify. Now, how to overcome anger? Another way is that realize that it's inherently empty. According to this source or this article, anger is empty. It has no power other than the one we give it with our actions and thoughts. So this is like answering my question a while ago that do you think anger or do you think in the three poisons, are there goodness in this tree poison? Do you think there are goodness in this tree poison? Now we're talking about this, that anger is not actually bad. It's not actually harmful because it is empty. As we said here, Buddhism teaches that emotions are empty and independent. They have no substance. Now, then why we keep on saying that they are destructive, that they are devastating, that they are destructive, that they are harmful, dangerous?
Because we just use these words to express our emotion, our feeling. Actually, the emotions and the feelings are can have no substance. Yeah, cannot be
Yes, no
cannot
substance.
no
We cannot,
substance. Yeah,
yeah. When we say no substance, it's like no, we cannot describe. I mean, yeah, we can describe, but there's no substance. Just like this cell phone has substance. I can feel it, I can touch it.
yeah,
But with in terms of emotion, no, we cannot. That's why the point here is that anger become destructive by the time that we act on this anger. So it means that the dangerous is our anger or our actions. The
yeah,
dangerous is our actions. The dangerous
yeah.
is our
Yes,
action. So
yes,
anger becomes dangerous or become dangerous because of our actions. But then
yes,
our actions are triggered by the thing or the thing in the environment, the experiences, the encounter. These experiences or this encounter in the environment will trigger our anger. And then when anger is triggered, then we will we will produce negative actions. That's the time wherein we are becoming or we became or we become more destructive because of our actions and thoughts. So, in reality, anger is there just like equanimity or joy because it has no substance. Do you see?
yes.
Yeah. Do you see the difference?
And no difference. Yeah, in reality, no
Okay,
difference.
so it's like they are similar. When we say equanimity or joy, we can also say anger. So it's like this is the positive side or the goodness of anger, the other side of anger, which is
Yeah.
positive.
Mm.
So that's why, just like the negative or the challenges in our life, we consider them as negative experiences. When we experience challenges, difficulties in life, we consider this as negative experience, isn't it?
Yes, yes. We
Yeah,
just
because the
tag
first,
it.
because the first impression is they give us suffering. They give us suffering, but without knowing after this suffering, there is joy because of the learning, because of the good message, because of the life lessons that it gives us. So we have to experience suffering first, and then we will be able to overcome the suffering. All right. Any
Yes.
questions so far?
Mm, yeah, and so for the Mahayana future, for the Mahayana, yeah, the great wisdom, yes, we can treat it the same. And so for yeah, when we face the effects, I mean the negative outcome, and we can keep our equanimity as well, and we know that yeah, it we can be still, and we know that it is just a feeling, or whatever joy or sad or angry, yeah, just
Okay.
leave it alone.
Yes,
uh,
perfect.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was just sorry for my bad expression in English,
No, no,
but
no.
yeah,
You are
thank
more
you.
fluent. I think you are more fluent than me in English.
You're always humble. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
close.
So
About you so much.
thank you. Okay. All right. So there is another wisdom that tell us the other side of these three poisons, wherein the three poisons were also described as the three calamities in life. The three poisons are like the three or are like calamities. And these calamities, when we say calamities, these are um, natural natural phenomenon, just like when we are experiencing flood or typhoon. So this time, these are very serious. These three calamities are very serious because they can kill people, not only people, all sentient beings, because these three are the famine, war, and pestilence. And because these three calamities occur, earthly desires grow more numerous, powerful than ever, and false views increasingly flourish. Okay, what happened when there is famine? People will become greedy because they want to save themselves, right? They want to say save themselves. So that's why everybody will keep their food. They will not share their food because they are experiencing famine. Now, in times of war, everybody also will keep their own, will keep their food, will keep their weapons because they want to defend themselves. They want to protect themselves. And then in terms of pestilence, there is a phenomenon like the COVID, wherein people will experience different difficulties, like similar with, maybe we can say that, similar to COVID. So in other words, these three calamities will put the life of all sentient being in danger,
Yes.
especially people. Okay, we will be in danger. So emotions are our weather vane, letting us know which way the winds blows in our internal landscape. It's like um the our actions is depending or was described like a wind vane that will tell about the emotion of the people, emotion whether you are happy, angry, or sad. They're also our response to the external world. White points out that anger shows us that we care first and foremost and that we care about and why. So this one is telling us the good side of anger. Just like what I had told you that the previous slide, that anger is no substance.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the book, this is the book. The title of the book is The Will to Change, Men, Masculinity, and Love, Bell Hooks. Okay. There was an example. A man asked, what makes a good warrior? The elder, or shall we say, when we say elder, it's like a teacher.
Yeah. I
So
think
elder.
so. Mentor.
Yes, mentor. So the teacher answered, when the moment calls for fierceness, a good Morani. Morani is a warrior, is
Mm.
very ferocious. And when the moment calls for kindness, a good Morani, a good warrior, is utterly tender. But what makes a great warrior, he added, it is knowing which moment is which.
Yes. Wisdom.
Yes, this is an example of wisdom. This is
Yes.
really wisdom. See, that's why I like wisdom more
Yes.
than
Yeah.
learning.
Yeah.
Yes.
First
I
and
love
foremost. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, I like and I love talking with older people, much more mature than me, because I'm very sure I will learn so much. Okay. So these are the learning from this book, just in case if you're interested. This is the book where I got this information. So what this statement is trying to tell us is like we act according to situation, isn't it? We act according to situation because we are human being. We have all the emotions, both the positive and the negative.
Yeah.
So we act according to situation. This is what we mean by um but what makes a great warrior, he added, is knowing which moment is which. In other words, we're supposed to act according to the situation. If the situation is forcing you to get angry, by all means, we have to get angry because it is proper to get angry. Maybe you will save somebody when you express your anger.
Yeah.
Can we save others from anger? I will give you an
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Please, you please. I like to listen to you.
Okay. So just like when the mother is very angry when the child to their children, like if you see the photo, the child is covering the ear because the mother is angry because maybe the child puts his life in danger. Put his life in danger because these are children. This child is very young, maybe what, 3 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
They don't know, these children, they don't know the danger. Maybe maybe this child committed or exposed himself. Just like in the road, if there is a hole, the mother will tell, don't go there, you will fall. But then children, children are exploring. They love to move. So they will get nearer. And then before he fall, the mother came. So what will happen? The mother will get angry. I told you, you're not supposed to go there. So anger is the deepest form of compassion for another, for the world, for the self, for life, and all ideals, all vulnerable. Vulnerable are the weak. Weak. Okay, so
Yeah.
stripe of physical imprisonment and violent reaction. Anger is the purest form of care. You look at this. Anger is the purest form of care. Actually, the mother
Yeah.
is not angry to the child,
No.
right? Yeah,
No. Yeah.
the mother is not angry to the
It's
child. The
because
mother,
of the protection, the love.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, because of the love, because of the care. So, but then she needs to express the anger so that the child will learn not to do it again because he is not aware that he is putting his life in danger. So that's
Yeah.
why the mother needs to express the anger. So this is now the positive side of anger,
Yeah.
right?
A
Yes, this is the
very, very big, great wisdom here. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, this is the positive side of the anger.
And
The internal living flame of anger always illuminates what we belong to, what we wish to protect, and what we are willing to hazard ourselves. Sometimes Sometimes we can offer or we can sacrifice ourselves in order to teach lesson. Just like in our country or even in your country, you have your national hero, right? You have
yeah,
national hero. We have
yeah.
national hero in our country. His name is Jose Rizal. Jose Rizal. He is the most smart, intelligent person, Filipino person um, with
Mm.
Chinese descendant, with Chinese family background.
Oh,
He was very intelligent. He offered his life in order for us to realize our rights, our freedom. This is about
oh,
the conflict between the Spaniards, because as I have told you, the Spanish stay here. The Spanish people stay here for a long time. Okay, so in telling anecdote in her memoir, Wintering, about the power of anger, British Catherine, what is that name? May Catherine May speaks of the fury she felt when her husband has in the hospital with a burst appendix. Okay, this is also another example. This one, um, the wife expresses anger in the hospital to the doctor, to the nurse, because the husband appendix is very serious. It's like it burst, but then the doctors and the nurses are not paying attention. So of course, definitely, even you, if they are not paying attention to your sick mother, sick father, sick brothers, or any member of the family, definitely you will get angry, right? Because you want to save the life, and the
Yeah.
doctors are not paying attention. The nurses are not paying attention. They're not doing anything. Okay, so in that case, well, it's okay not to be kind at that moment.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So this one is also another example. So perhaps anger is the thing that tips the scales from inaction to action. Sometimes we really need to get angry to be able to teach people, to be able to solve people, to solve or to help people. Okay, so another simple way to manage anger, because it's already time. Okay, it's already time. Simple way to manage anger. Acknowledge his presence to give yourself permission to feel exactly how you feel. It's like acceptance, right? Acceptance. It's
Yeah.
like suffering. We learn that we need to accept suffering, and then we try to feel it completely. It's okay. It's okay to practice to feel it, even the emotion of suffering. You try to feel it, and then later harness the energy of anger so you can use it for good,
Yes.
right? Yes. In other words, you have to understand anger deeper, on a deeper
Control.
level.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
on a deeper level to realize the good side of this negative emotion, because anger is a negative emotion, though it's a negative emotion, but there is another side of this negative emotion, which is goodness.
Yes. Goodness.
Okay. All right. I think this is the
Fantastic.
last. I think this is the last. Okay. Um, I will give this PowerPoint to you. I'm not sure if you will be able to see this video, a guide to overcoming the three poisons. It
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just share it with you. I cannot play it
Thank.
now because it's already time. All right, right. Okay. So that's it.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Sorry.
much.
I
Thank you, Rose. Yeah,
It's
I
already
really
9.
enjoyed your impressive teaching. I learned a lot. Yes.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for your
much.
contribution.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope I am sharing some good wisdom.
Yeah. Yes. Wisdom,
Yes.
compassion,
All
and
right. So
ethical living as well. Thank you.
yes, ethical living. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any question, let's try to answer.
Yeah. So, have you got any questions,
Do you have
uh,
any question,
ladies and
general?
gentlemen?
Yes.
Oh, there are so many. So, can you see the subtitles, the reactions?
Oh, yeah. We have here from Daisy. She said cool, angry, anger, super anger. Yes. Exaggerate. Yes, yes. The eyes are the windows of the soul. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is very true. Perfect. Yes, the eyes are the windows of the soul. What else? Totally agree. Okay. Cut your relation. Yes, yes. Ah, there is a message here, but I cannot read the Chinese name. Benny once thought that if someone is the person you care about the most, you won't have the heart to let negative emotion like troubles. and anger corrupt the relationship or harm that person. Yes, exactly. This is very true.
Yeah, this is the most important in your life because
Yeah.
they are the important persons, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to
Yes.
treasure,
Yes. Yeah.
imitate,
Yes.
intimate, right?
Intimate. Yes.
Close, yeah,
Yes.
close.
Very close relation. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So we have also here, um, I don't know if they want me to explain internal motivation, proactive intervention, trigger. Do you think they want me to explain this or internal hello, Init? Do you think they're
yeah.
asking internal
Internal,
motivation?
internal.
Internal mm,
Yeah, maybe next time because yeah,
okay.
it's a bit yeah, internal motivation. Next time, could you explain it for
Okay,
us?
okay.
Internal motivation.
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
we will record it, and next time we would like to ask you again.
Okay. Yes. So what else? Looting, yes. Devastating, yes. It's a sin to kill, yes, of course. I think we have the same belief and practice on this. The processing of our mind, yes. Ethical living, integrity, yes. Dynamite fishing, yes, yes. It's very unethical. Foggy, yes. Calamities. Okay. Wow, there's so many reaction. I'm so happy. All right. Thank you so much too. Sorry, I cannot read your Chinese name. Okay, I can read this one. Cinderella, thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
too. Wang,
yeah.
and then Gan. Thank you so much too. Good night. Yes. Thank you so much. Du. And then Wang also. Okay. I don't know the Chinese name. Thank you, the pros. Enjoy your for elaborating so much. May I share? Buddhist you to communicate, please. We are precept to restrain oneself and prevent unwholesome deeds and stop evil. Yes, stop evil actions. For example, one should practice the 10 wholesome karmic acts. Yes, that's right. The 10 wholesome. If one refrain from speaking malicious words, they will not give hurtful words to resent. Yes, I agree. I totally agree because our words are very powerful. We just don't know how what kind of emotion are we giving to other people, to the kind of words that we are telling them or that we are giving them. And then also in Buddhism, if one causes trouble to others, others will suffer. Yes, therefore Buddhist practitioner will carefully protect others physically, action, words. It means in physical, in actions, and in words. Yes. Perfect. Preventing them from creating unwholesome karmic deeds and suffering. This is also embodiment. Okay, yes. Compassion. Wow, you have many comments. So
Yes,
happy. I'm
we
so happy.
also everybody loves your lecture. Yeah, we very, very pleasant. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all mine.
Okay, catch you
All
up.
right.
And next time,
Thank
yeah,
you.
cannot
Thank
wait
you.
your next lecture.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Good night.
Enjoy your weekend. Thank
You
you.
as well. Bye.